Hi, I'm Marty Nemko on value. How do we determine the value of our money, of our time? Appraisers have it easy. Just look at clear comparables and estimate. Not so easy for us. For example, given our economic circumstances, how wise is it to spend on a brand name college? Is the name on the diploma, the possible networking connections, and the incremental improvement in job door opening worth it? What if we're more likely to be happy and successful at a notch less selective college? After all, if we do better, feel better about ourselves, stand out to professors, and have room for a balanced rather than a struggle-study life, beyond happiness, that could benefit our career more than a notch more selective name on our diploma. On the other hand, we must recognize that society heavily judges on brand, whether it's somebody you want to hire you, date you, or even on which you base your self-esteem. But should your self-esteem be based on sizzle, not steak? And if friends like you less because you went to state you rather than frou-frou you, or wear a Casio rather than Rolex, Target clothes rather than Salvatore Ferragamo, Toyota rather than Beamer, by the way, Beamers require more service and break down more. There's nothing prestigious about standing on the side of the road waiting for the tow truck. On the other hand, if you're a zillionaire, the difference in cost between Tiffany and Target is, for you, chump change. Then we got to consider the opportunity cost for you, what you'd otherwise do with the money. Invest, donate, spend on something else. How beneficial would those be in your situation? Be honest with yourself. If you really would fund that after-school program for gifted kids in a blue-collar school, should you? Or because you're human, if you forego the Beamer, would you just spend it on some other luxe stuff? Perhaps most foundational, a person's estimate of an item's value also integrates their view on whether they believe the most good derives from the free market, a small safety net, a large one, or an even more radical redistribution from haves to have-nots. How about valuing our time? Should you aim for the vaunted work-life balance? Work extra, knowing you contribute more and make more? Of course, work includes unpaid work, whether domestic or volunteering. Or should you mainly pursue happiness, sex, drugs, rock and roll, fancy travel, sitcoms, bubble baths, and giggling? I'm even less clear on how to value art. How much value does a print of a bowl of fruit painted by a no-name have? An original Diebenkorn? Or a Pollock paint can throw? Or a Rauschenberg all-white canvas? Or a Warhol Campbell soup can? How much more value does a Monet have? The original versus the print. How do we ascertain value? What the market will pay? The amount of pleasure we derive? I, for one, will take a canvas-mounted Monet print, thank you. A 12 by 15 of Monet's water lilies on Amazon is $10 delivered. What about political art? If you're a lefty and willing to live with the hypocrisy, you might feel it's worth paying a lot of money for a mere poster of the iconic black raised fist. PBS's Antique Roadshow estimates it's worth $10,000. It is ironic that the sort of person who would pay such a bourgeois price would likely be a person who claims to venerate the proletariat, but I digress. Thorniest is valuing people. Some claim that all should be treated equally. Others believe that the meritorious deserve more. Some believe that redistribution is wise. This evokes thought of the boat lost at sea with 3 people on it. They're out of food. One is a cancer researcher, one is an average person, the third is a heroin dealer. They're at the point where they must eat one of the 3 of them to buy time and hope someone will rescue them. Do they pick one? Who? Or is it so anathema that they'd all rather die? What would you do? And finally, there's love. How do we value love? Familial love, romantic love, love of an inanimate object. For example, I love the rose Gemini. I love my dog. Many people say it's harder to see a pet die than a person. Then there's love of humanity. Peanuts' Linus said, I love humanity. It's people I can't stand. Of course, value is subjective, so I will end this by merely asking you, what do you place greater value on than most people do? In any event, that's on value, As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you to take a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant to this is How to Do Life, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.